Hey, I'm back again. Philip Michael LeVias reporting to you live for Infowars.com, PrisonPlanetTV.com, as well as RealTalkMinistry. I'm here, and just saw some disturbing footage regarding some kids that were occupying down in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and it showed how some police were giving kids drugs. Yeah, I said it, folks. You heard me right, drugs. And I'm talking about any drug that they wanted, pretty much, as well as money, cigarettes, and whatever else they would take to get them into this DRE program, Drug Recognition Evaluation. I'll say that again, Drug Recognition Evaluation. So when I saw this, I mean, of course, I was like, whoa, cops giving kids drugs, that's huge. I'm going to show you guys a few clips of it. I'm not going to leave you guys out. But it led me to look into my own state. And when I got online, right in front of my face, under transportation safety, folks. So I suggest you get on and look for your state. It says there's 49 states total. Not exactly sure the one state that doesn't have it yet, but I'll find out. But under transportation safety, here in Oregon, because I'm here in Oregon right now, welcome to the DRE program, yay! Cops giving your kids drugs, yay! We love it. I mean, power to the sheeple, right? But, to show you that it's real, this global takeover at every facet of everything in the United States, everything over the globe. I mean, it's ridiculous how deep this rabbit hole goes. But this is their emblem for the DRE program, which is an eagle and what have you, just more Illuminati propaganda and garbage, Satanism in a whole. But, yeah, I'm going to go into a clip right here of a kid they got, they gave him some drugs, gave him some weed. He was trying to occupy, trying to be a difference in the community, and they gave him some weed, smoked him out. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys check that out. I'll be right back for you.
Yeah, man, I'm so high right now.
Yeah, so tell us the story. So what happened? You guys, the last thing we saw was you gave us a thumbs up.
They didn't give us a test. They didn't test us this time. They just smoked us up this time.
Where did they take you? What happened?
They took us to the same place in Richfield.
Whoa. Right by the airport?
Yeah, right near the airport, yup. And they were going to do the test, but, because of you guys, we couldn't do the test because, you guys were giving them trouble. But they still smoked us up, though. And then they gave me a bowl, too, and we smoked on them forever.
Wow.
For, a whole hour.
Was it
straight?
Was it
a whole bag of weed. Then we smoked it all up.
the entire?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Half, he got half.
Dan Fight, amazing video. Tell us what we just witnessed.
Well, essentially, an individual who has been, around kind of the Occupy movement, the general scene. He goes by Forrest. He said that he went through the program multiple times, at least 3 times, and he was basically offered free marijuana by the officers. And the last time that he went through it, the officers were convinced that he was trying to basically expose the program, so they wouldn't let him into the testing facility again, but they did, he said, smoke him out for an entire hour, and then when he came back to the Occupy site, he was incredibly, high, and acting, a little crazy, climbing up on signs and laughing about things and stuff, and so that shows, pretty clearly, and I do commend him for being willing to go forth and discuss this and be open about his identity. He went and told the city council in Minneapolis yesterday in person about what had happened as well. So it's imperative that we find people that are willing to step forward and show how this works. But essentially Forrest says that he was intoxicated when the police gave him drugs, and he was sober when he left, And when he came back, he was very, very messed up. And that's incredibly unethical, if not illegal.
And we're going to play, oh, it's totally illegal. We're going to play a clip of that right now. But when we come back, I want to ask you the question. Well, I'll ask that question when we come back. Here's that clip at the city council.
My name is Forrest. I'm here with Occupy. I'm not going to tell you my address, but I live near Powderhorn Park. I'm here to speak about, because everybody's been talking about it, the police and the sheriff. I'm one of the persons who got taken away. They gave me a full bag of weed, and they gave me a pipe to smoke it out of, and they just took us out to, I forgot the name of the airfield, but it's somewhere in Richfield, out near this bus line, 66 and Cedar. And they let us smoke it on those sand hills where the dirt pits were. And I've done it 3 times with them, over 3 times with them, throughout this week and last week. And basically I asked them like why they're doing this, and they say it's because we're trying to test people to see if we can catch people under the influence, you know, for signs, dilated pupils, all that. And smell, they gave me a urine test, but when I asked them, like, is this going to be on record or anything? No, they said nothing about that, and they gave me a fake name and everything, so I don't know what's up with that. And also, the second time I went, I asked some friends to come along, and the second time, there was actually, like, media and press. I think it was Sam, the shorter Sam, was there filming it, and Ben was there, and Dan was there. He got really angry when they took me away from the Occupy movement, and they were kind of getting into an argument, conversation with them, because he wanted to know why the police were doing this and why this was going on. And I thank you for that, man, standing up for me and all the people for Occupy about the police. And I'm one of the only ones, but I have a lot more friends who have done this who can speak even more about this. So, what's going on?
My issue is I drive up to checkpoints, or I've had cops pull me over and say, "Are you on drugs?" And I'm like, "Look, I don't use drugs. You know, I don't use prescription, over the counter, any of it. I may drink a beer or drink some coffee." "No, you're not going to search my car. Get a warrant." But my issue is next time cops pull me over, I'm going to say, "Hey, what have I got drugs? Take me to your compound. Give me a bunch of drugs."
And he went through the program. He was actually some kind of mole. I mean, he was helping us out in a sense. He was going through the program and was able to talk about it. And it's awesome. He was actually able to go and talk at his city council and, bring this stuff to light. If you guys look into the news down there in Minneapolis, Minnesota, it's actually got covered on the news. So this is serious, folks. This is happening. And like I said, it's in 49 states around the country. I suggest you get online or go up to your city council and look into it, because I'm sure it's there. I already showed you it's there in my own hometown right now. So, hey, smoked him quite a bit of marijuana, what have you, just to get him to turn flip, turn informant, that kind of thing. This time in particular, they weren't able to use him for, congrats to Feist out there, getting his footage and shaking him up a bit, you know what I mean? That was awesome. I hope to do the very same thing. But for the most part, I'm going to another clip here of another kid that they did the same thing to, but they actually asked him to turn informant. He was actually able to go through some of the evaluation program. And needless to say, they got him high. I mean, they got him beyond lifted, So, check it out, and I'll be right back for you.
They were like, you come with us, we're doing research on people who are under the influence of marijuana.
And this is Hennepin County?
This is
sheriffs or cops?
Sheriffs from a different county.
Sheriffs from a different county brought you to the first precinct of Minneapolis, Hennepin County. And you smoked weed inside a Hennepin County precinct. And so when they were bringing you there, did they handcuff you? Did they tell you anything? Did they give you any rights or anything? Did they take your name?
Well, no, they didn't take my name. They didn't ask for anything.
They didn't ask for anything? No. They just wanted to see. What did they say they wanted to get from you?
They wanted to get information.
What kind of information?
Like how people act under the influence of street drugs. In this case, marijuana.
So they knew that you had already smoked, and yet they provided more weed for you to smoke.
Oh yeah.
Was it high grade weed?
Dude, this is some of the best shit I've had in my life. Like, now I know what happens when stuff they confiscate.
Would you like to
would you like to partake in this research that we're doing? It's like, not really. But there's a compensation for it. He said, yeah, we'll give you more marijuana, we'll buy you a pack of cigarettes and take you out to lunch. They said, we know who you are. We know that you're Panda and that you're deep into the Occupy movement. And I was like, dang, am I that infamous in the system? They even gave me a quarter more of marijuana, and if I said I would become an informant. Me being the devious bastard that I am, I said, sure. And I reneged as soon as I got out of the cop car on Nicola and Mac. They didn't really mention too much of what they wanted to know. They said that they would contact me.